Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, with our main topic today. Well, a group of young engineers won the first award in 2019 ASHRAE Student Design Competition in HVAC Design Calculations category. The competition recognizes outstanding students' design projects, encouraging undergraduate students to apply their knowledge of practical design of energy HVAC system and promote teamwork. This year's design competition focused on a new small hospital in Budapest, Hungary. The project involved building a new compound, 4-story, 70,000 square feet, medical, clinical, surgical and official building. To shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to host today one of the members of the team of designers, Mr. George Munir. Welcome, Mr. Munir.
Thank you. Welcome.
Mr. Munir, I have the pleasure, of course, to host you today.
My pleasure.
An Egyptian youth who participated in this competition of designers.
Yeah.
Very proud of you, of course. How did you get to know about this competition?
Well, let me at first explain two abbreviations that I'll be using a lot.
Yes.
And you said before, ASHRAE.
Yes, the ASHRAE 2019, this
yes.
competition.
ASHRAE stands for American Society of Heating, Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Engineers.
Very good.
While HVAC, it means heating, ventilation and air conditioning. So
Yes.
that we can
so
say
the
the
yes. Okay. So how did you get to know about this competition?
It all started when we, 4 members of the team were having a mechanical diploma regarding HVAC.
Yes.
We were introduced to the very basics of HVAC, and of course we knew by then ASHRAE standards.
Yes.
We didn't have enough knowledge, and we wanted to dig deeper. So luckily the universe had it planned for us, and one member of our team, John Victor, found out about the competition online.
Yes.
So we made a proposal to the college, and we gathered a team of 8, and the proposal was received with open hands and great support.
So they accepted
Yes.
the proposal. So what is the criteria by which they choose the participants for this competition?
There is no criteria. You just have to be a college student,
Yes.
and you have the college approval. That's it.
Yes. So tell me about preparing yourself for this competition as a team of 8. You were 8. Yes.
At first, we spent a lot of time just reading the standards. Actually, it is a world-renowned organization responsible for putting standards and codes that are used by engineers, HVAC engineers, in order to make HVAC systems. So we went like spending 3 months or something just reading the standards to understand
you mean
anything.
the objectives?
No, the standards themselves.
Yes.
When an HVAC
Yeah, I get
engineer
you.
wants to design an HVAC system for like
Yes.
a hospital or something,
Yes.
he needs to make a step-by-step rule, read the step-by-step rules,
Yes.
and to make the design according to them.
Yes.
ASHRAE
Yes.
makes these rules.
Yes. So is it the first time that you participate with your team in this competition?
Yes, actually, we were the very first team to ever participate in this competition in Egypt.
Yes. Where is this held, this competition?
It's held over the internet, actually, but the rewards are at Orlando, Florida.
Yes. So what is the theme of this year's competition?
Every year has a different theme. Like 2019, our
Yes.
year, it was a small hospital. 2020, it was like a library. For our project, it was a medium-sized hospital in Budapest, 6,500 square feet.
Yes.
We were asked to design the entire HVAC system for this hospital,
Yes.
all according to the standards, of course, ASHRAE
Yes.
standards, while maintaining the minimum budget.
Yes. Yes.
That was
So
the
how
project.
long did it take you to finish this project?
We started
There was
October.
they set a time, of course, a
Yeah,
deadline for
yeah.
finishing.
The deadline was the very 1st of June, 5th of June,
I don't mean the date. How long did it take you to finish the project itself?
like 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah,
Yes, that was enough to finish.
it wasn't
this.
enough.
It wasn't enough,
It
but you
was
finished
really
it.
stressful. Yeah.
Yes, but you finished it. So, what was special about your project?
Well, there was this tiny little rule that actually isn't tiny at all. They had specified a construction budget of $200 for the HVAC system for this hospital,
Yes.
per square feet, of course. So we made our design and we calculated the cost, and it was 164 USD per square feet.
Yeah.
So it was good, fine enough, but we didn't think that it was good enough for us to win. So we went an extra mile and we started thinking out of the box, and we found out an option, a really great option, that we can produce clean energy and sell it to the government. So we started producing clean energy,
Yes.
and we sold that energy to the government.
Yes.
And by doing that, we were able to achieve a jaw-dropping figure of 97 USD per square feet, which is less than half of the original figure required by the competition, which was 200 USD per square feet.
Yes.
So that was amazing, actually.
Yes, yes. So how many teams were participating in this competition?
For 2019, it was 42 teams.
42 teams.
Yes, from all over the globe.
Who were the top team?
We were.
You were the
Yes.
top team.
For the
Yes.
first time we ever participated in Egypt,
That's
and we
great.
got the first place worldwide.
You got the first prize.
Yes.
Yes, that's very
Amazing,
good.
really.
Yes, I thought the second or the third.
Nope.
That's great.
Yes.
So, what were the challenges that have faced you during making or designing this project?
We faced a lot of challenges.
Yes.
The first one was, like, as I said before, we were the very first team. So there was absolutely no one that we can ask in Egypt, what are the rules, what shall we do, what are the steps?
So
There
you
wasn't
were the
any.
first team to pass with this experience.
Yes. So we had to send like tons of emails to Ashri,
Yes.
and there was like a really nice lady called Miss Katie Sampson. She answered all our questions on
Yes.
email.
Yes.
This was the first thing. The second thing was there was a huge climate difference between Budapest and Cairo.
Yes.
For example, Budapest has this cool, humid temperature, climate conditions, while Egypt, or Cairo to be specific, has like dry and hot temperature. So we could have never used any rules of thumb to facilitate our work. We had to go to the standard for each little detail you can imagine. So we
Yes.
consumed a lot of time and lots of effort.
Yes. What would such when youth like you participate in such a competition would add to the educational institutions in Egypt?
Well, to be frank, these types of competitions, they usually offer makes simulation of a real life problem that doesn't exist usually in the educational system. So it makes the students go an extra mile and dig deeper and be more eager to learn in order to
Yes.
find an appropriate solution, a plausible one.
Yes.
That's it.
So what do we lack in the educational system that could be added in the educational system in Egypt to for youth like you to be able to participate easily in such competitions, international
Actually, we did
competitions?
participated easily. It
Yeah.
wasn't hard at all. We just told
But you
the-
said that the criteria was
Mhm.
not in the educational institutions here in Egypt.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, it wasn't. But just we made a proposal to the college and they accepted immediately.
Yes.
It wasn't much of a process, actually.
So does these designs or competitions you need to make it? You need a big budget.
No, actually, we took money. We didn't give away any money. So
Yeah.
no
But to
budget.
prepare it at the first.
No, design manner, you usually design on big papers. That's it.
Yes.
So yeah, the cost is minimal.
Yeah. Yeah. So how do you see the importance of such competitions in encouraging the teamwork, which is something that nowadays and recently the Egyptian schools in Egypt are and educational people, of course, experts in education in Egypt are calling for to make the students learn how to gather with each other and cooperate with each other in teamworks and give them, you know, they, for example, they divide the class to groups and they give them some tasks to do. So how do you see the importance of such competitions in encouraging the teamwork?
Competitions and projects in general do help a lot in teamwork.
Yes.
I have actually learned during this competition that there is absolutely no problem that can be overcome with teamwork, but
Yes.
only when you know the strengths and the weakness points of each member of the team. So the team has to know each other very well.
Yes. So President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, since he came to office, he was keen and he gave very good attention and care for youth. Of course, because youth is the future of any country. How do you, what does the youth need to improve their skills?
Well, the youth nowadays should be in a continuous state of development, because
Yes.
we're living in a very challenging era right now. We always need to be updated.
Yes.
But to be frank, we have the internet.
Yes.
It does really facilitate that. So actually, by hard work and lots of research on the internet, you can do anything you want if you
Yes.
have your mind set on it.
Yes. Yes. Tell us the story of your team. How did you gather each other? How did you choose your team?
Well, 4 members of the team were originally friends.
Yes.
And then when we went to the doctor, he told us that we need a bigger group.
Yes.
We can't do that ourselves. So we started collecting more members, and we reached a figure of 8.
Yeah. Yes. So after gaining this prize for this good design competition, what is your future plan?
I have gained lots of experiences and skills in this competition.
What are the skills? What did you benefit from this experience? What did you learn?
A lot, really.
Yeah, tell
Like
us.
for instance, an engineer cannot use the rules of thumb unwittingly out of hastiness. It's much easier, but he must always seek the standards for guidance in order to be able to obtain good figures,
Yes.
reliable figures.
Yes.
That's something. Another thing would be not every solution has a good value for money, actually. Not every engineering solution. Maybe there is an engineer can do an impeccable design, but the cost would skyrocket. And this is not a good engineer. The good engineer is the one who can make an efficient design with the minimum cost while maintaining the quality, all according to the standards, of course. This is something that is really important concept in engineering. We have learned that easily.
Yes, yes. So you didn't try to find if there are any competitions held here in Egypt?
There was other competitions held in Egypt, but much smaller scale. We wanted.
What are they?
There was the competitions with Ashri Cairo chapter. Ashri has chapters all over
Yes.
the place, and we did actually participate in the competition of Ashri Cairo chapter, and
Yes.
we won actually.
You won.
Yeah, but we didn't.
Yes.
We weren't the sole winners. There
Yeah.
was multiple
Yeah.
winners.
So tell me about this experience also.
Actually, we did participate with this exact same project.
Yeah.
So it wasn't much of a new experience, to be fair. But it gave
So
us a
it was
push.
the same project.
Yes, but it gave us
What
a
is
huge
the echo
push.
that it left in Cairo?
I don't know, actually. But for us, it gave us a push. When we won, we started to think we might actually win the big thing.
Yes.
We didn't think that before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. So, how do you see the importance of such, competitions, if it's held in Egypt, in creating a new generation of creators and designers?
It just gets people out of their comfort zones. Our education system puts you in a very little comfort zone.
Yeah.
You need to get out of that. And this type of competitions and projects helps a lot to achieve that. So yeah, it does help. I do encourage people to participate in such things.
Yes. So, when you were making this design or participating in this competition, you spent in the 6 months, the whole day working in it, or how did you prepare yourself for it, and how did you, tell me,
It was really tough actually because
manage your time and
time management was
Yes.
it was a nightmare because the finals start at like July,
yes.
the very 1st of July, and the project should have been delivered by the very 1st of June. So it was like
Yes. What is the
really
role of your family?
they did a great support actually.
The family
I was
of
nervous all the time.
whole,
I was
people who participated in the team.
they calmed us down. We were
Yes.
really nervous at first.
Yes.
It was mind-wrecking.
Yeah. Yes. I thank you very much for your time, George Munir. I really had the honor and the pleasure to meet you today.
It was mine. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Cairo Local Time. I'm Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.